Alright, hello everybody, it's 444RR with the next video on the 365 Day Magic Challenge teacher trick today. I'm going to teach you a trick I call balancing the joker. So you're going to need a joker and a cup. So what you're going to do is we're going to try to balance the joker right here on top of the cup. I'm going to see if I can do this. I'm going to walk away and bingo, bango, bongo, it is balanced on top of the cup. Isn't that cool? And that is balancing a joker. Alright, here's how the trick works. You set this up one time and it's ready to go. Now let me ask you, can you see the secret? No? How about now? Can you see the secret? Not really? Well, let me show you. There's a flap. And this flap acts like a little leg for the card. So it has a leg to stand on now. We'll do it that way so you can see it a little easier. So now it's got a leg to stand on. Normally, a card doesn't have a leg on the back and it just falls over. So that way, if you try to balance a regular card, boom, it falls off. But the leg makes it so it can't, well, except if you hit the cup, it makes it so it can't fall off the top of the cup. And it's balanced by that little leg. Let me teach you how to make the little joker that you're going to need. So you're going to need a playing card. You're going to make something that kind of resembles a flap like this. And here's how to make that. So you grab a card. Doesn't matter which one. And what you really want to do is you want to start about down here and go straight across. You don't want to go all the way across the card. You want to go about in the middle and then go across. Let me grab my scissors and show you. So you're going to start right about here on the card and you're just going to go straight across like this. You want to take the smaller flap, this guy. You're going to get about 2 different size flaps. You want the smaller one. Now, when you put it on the back of the card, notice that the flap kind of sticks up a little bit. So you're going to cut it off, cut the top of that flap off. Somewhere about right there. And that way, when you place it on the back now, it's not going to stick above the card and give it away. Now, on this one, I kind of put this together really quick, but notice that I didn't really line the flap up properly. There's a little bit of the top here that it's not lined up. You want to make sure when you do this, you line the flap up completely. And you want to make sure it goes all the way on the edge. The flap should be all the way on the edge. So you want to line the edges up and you want to line the bottoms up too. And make sure when you do this, my design, you want to make sure you try to get the border matching as well. You want to make sure the border is on there as well. That the borders are all lined up. So take your Scotch tape and you're going to go ahead and just take some tape and you're going to tape down the one side of the flap, kind of something like that. Make sure you push the tape down because when you leave the tape and you don't rub it with your finger, it sometimes will show a lot more white. Notice there's a little white right there in the center. You can't really push that down too much, but so try to get not very much of the tape showing. Now you also, when you do this, you want to make sure that you tape the other side down too. So grab a little bit more tape and tape the other side down. Okay, try to get that. There we go. So now I've taped the other side down as well. That way it makes like a hinge. And that way it kind of makes that support, that kind of support leg there. Alright, so you have it folded in this position. And I just did something that's a very important point. My flap is on the top of this card because I had the card upside down. It doesn't really matter, but if you want the card the right way, make sure that you put the flap in the right position. Okay, so you talk about how you're going to make a card balance on a glass or on a cup or whatever. This is neat because you can put this in your, I don't have any pockets, you can put it in your pocket, pull it out when you're ready to do this, and because every restaurant's going to have a cup or something you can use. So, and anything with a nice surface that's round at the top like this, that has like a little lip, will be perfect to do this on. So you could do it on like if you turn over a mustard bottle or a ketchup bottle or something, you can do that. So the only thing I wouldn't recommend is doing this just right on the table. Don't say I'm gonna make the card stand because then they might think something's funny. Okay, so take your cup or your glass or whatever and say I'm gonna balance the joker. Are you ready? All right, here we go. And what you're really doing here is you're going to say, I'm going to try to focus and try to get the card to balance. All you are really doing is just opening the flap up and getting it so it balances on the cup. Boom. And there you go. It balances on the cup just like that. And there you go. You got your little support leg showing, and that's how it balances. Now, a key to this trick is nobody can be behind you or on the sides of you. You want to make sure that they're straight on, just like the camera is to me, because then they won't be able to see the little flap. If they're on the sides, they might look and say, there's a flap. So make sure that you have all of your spectators in front of you when you do this trick. So it's a really great little teacher trick. I call it balancing the Joker. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you tomorrow for the next 365-day Magic Challenge video.